Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about Neptune in Cancer in a natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the Neptune placements in the natal chart. They're a little bit concise, and some people may have referred to them as snappy. So what I decided to do was make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up, as far as Neptune goes in astrology, Neptune is connected with inspiration, and Neptune being in Cancer, that inspiration may be tied in to having a home, family, safety, security. Um, may just be about having good home cooked meals. Um, there may be much inspiration toward restaurant work, working in some food business, working in real estate, home remodeling, renovation, roofing, siding, working as a home caregiver, as some examples. And this is a placement too, where when you have, I mean, you're talking about Neptune astrology, is also, connected with hidden adversaries. So, you know, having this placement, of course, this would be well in the future. There's probably, I don't believe there may not be anybody alive that actually has Neptune in Cancer. This is more futuristic when Neptune does transit Cancer. Um, for those people, well, hidden adversaries is connected with Neptune. So, one or more of these people may actually be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be people, that are very nurturing, caring, tenacious, devoted, dedicated, protective, introverted. But could also be, people that may brood and lament over past hurts, be very moody, fickle, and temperamental. It may be family members during this transit. It may be such where people may, have their family, certain family members, maybe those hidden enemies for whatever reasons. And it's interesting because Neptune has a connection with imitation. So there might be some, more phoniness in people's families, more deception, duplicity connected with one's home and family members at this time, more so than other times on average. And it could also be people that are in a Cancerian profession, these hidden adversaries. It could be people that are in home remodeling or renovation, real estate, roofing, siding, working as a home caregiver, being in some restaurant or food related business. And the thing too is, um, Neptune in astrology is associated with our dreams and fantasies. So Neptune in Cancer, those dreams and fantasies may be strongly connected with having, family, one's own home. Now I understand having one's own home could be a dream for many, regardless of transits. But, and regardless, I should say, well, this gives a placements in one's natal chart. But the thing is, some it may be more emphasized and accentuated. And for people with this placement, people that have Neptune in the fourth house in their natal chart, they can look at this as well. It could pertain to them at least to some degree. Now, the thing about this is, um, the dreams and fantasies with displacement may also be connected. It could be working as a home caregiver, it could be to nurture and protect, to attain safety and security in one's life. It could be something with real estate, owning some kind of plumbing or laundry business, working as a historian, or again going to the home renovation or remodeling, roofing, siding, as some examples. Now, Neptune is also associated with what's nebulous or unclear. So having Neptune in Cancer in the natal chart, well, what may be, very, nebulous and unclear to a number of people that have this placement. It may be their home, their family life. It may be something associated with their ancestry roots, the traditions they have. Maybe these person has this placement, or some people that have this placement have difficulty and going back and trying to find, what traditions, if any, were associated with one's home, family, with their ancestors, and also with Cancer being the zodiac sign being connected with the latter part of life. At that time of one's life may be a little bit, nebulous and unclear as well, which could, manifest in a number of ways. It could simply be about where, one is not sure, where they want to be at that point, or during that latter part of life. There may be certain confusion. There may be, in terms of the direction one wants to go in. If somebody wants to work, they want to stay, they want to be in retirement mode. They may not be sure, how to, what they actually need, in terms of working to survive during that time. And there may be some confusion at that point in time for that person, one way or the other. And the thing about this too is Neptune is also connected with idealism, being idealistic, and having a Neptune and Cancer in one's natal chart. There may be, a lot of idealism, connected, with one's home and family, whether it's, just really aspiring to have the ideal, family life, or just it could be overlooking transgressions and default shortcomings of home and family members. It may be idealism associated with the traditions. Traditions, it could be that, one, in terms of continuing those traditions, being able to do so without, delay, as an example, being able to do so, and having, it could just be about having these traditions being accepted and having the most enjoyment one can in expressing them. And it could also be being idealistic about the latter part of one's life, about where one is going to be, having, that safety, security, having whatever, monetary needs or possessions, having financial stability, whatever it may be at that time, that makes the person feel content and feel safe at that point in one's life. It could be being idealistic about having the protection that is needed. It matters with protection, whether it's having, the most advanced, one of the most advanced alarm security systems, or it could be, from family members, and it matters with safety and security. And also, Neptune is connected with addiction. So, and there may be an addiction, if you put it like that, to introversion, to being a homebody for more people, more so than usual at this time. You might find more people isolating, in their home, more so than usual. Maybe there's more of an addiction to their home, the family life, the person's mother. And anyway, Neptune is also connected with deception and duplicity. So Neptune in Cancer may experience a lot of, deception, duplicity in matters pertaining again to the home, to the family. It could be people that are close to home, with people that reside in one's home. It may be even in matters with food, whether they're thinking, that there's something they're eating, as an example, that they're assuming is healthy and it really isn't. Or it could be, food they're going to, at some place which I think is okay, but maybe there's something in it that's detrimental to them, as some examples. And also there may be, more deception, it could be with the mother, or going into, businesses that are related to the zodiac sign Cancer, whether it could be a laundry, a plumbing business, or even matters pertaining to one's roots and ancestry, or there may be, some deception and duplicity, whether it's, told by them, and if the internet told to them by another family member, that's a lie, as an example. Or, some research on the internet, if the internet is still even around this time. Well, no, like I stated before, you can look at this for Neptune in the fourth house, as well. And, there may be more, deception regarding one's traditions as well. What traditions were actually connected with the person's home, with their home and family member, with their family, I should say. Now, Neptune is also associated with psychic receptivity. So, if a person does have, there's any, psychic prowess or ability, it may be where one shows much dedication, devotion, and tenacity toward it. Might be more developed in that latter part of one's life, as well. And these are things where also too is that people may experience the people that have Neptune and Cancer later on, well into the future, of course, or have Neptune in the fourth house natally, may have a lot of chaotic emotions because the fourth house is a connection with emotions. Neptune, of course, is associated with chaos. There may be a greater propensity too for some kind of chemical assimilation in the house, like radon, or something that might be dangerous as well. I would say with this placement more so than many other astrological placements. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.